So we'll actually do this a little bit in two parts. This is already pretty much my Neil build. I am using one of the Percival blades over here. I have them both with me, but at the moment we're, um, we're using this one. For the rest, we also have the Neil armor. We now have the Percival armor. It is still a little bit experimental. It's very similar to my other armor because it has the mana shield, but it doesn't have the mana regen, and sometimes you feel it a little bit. Not only that, like this armor is also like real heavy. I already spent, I guess, almost 20k on this thing, just to like weigh it down a little bit. But like you see, it's still pretty heavy. I think, for example, this, I think it was like 4 or something. Either way, that's pretty much what's changed. For the rest, we will be exploring the rest of this map. But before we do that, I quickly wanted to showcase you the end of the other quests. So we're gonna loot this one real quick. I just did like finish it yesterday, just so I can work on my Neil build already. But I didn't want to leave it unfinished. So this is pretty much where we left off last time. You see, that's still with my old gear. So I did beat the priestesses, and then you pretty much come at this boss fight over here. Meanwhile, we'll check how the stream is going.
A new set of eyes, and how hateful they are. Would you close them for me, please? Could you grant me a tiny scrap of mercy? I dislike seeing what they see. There is something about you that reminds me of Mother. She sees everything. And when she allows, I see it all too. It feels like 1,000 eyes open all at once, revealing nothing but boundless suffering wherever they look. Your eyes seem to carry a similar kind of rot, just around the edges. It's as if you were a freshly slain corpse, yet to comprehend your fate.
So she tells a little bit about her mother, a little bit what happened. I did listen to it yesterday. It's not all that interesting. So we will just go back and
Oh, such kindness.
like she tells a little bit how she got the gift from her mother. But that is pretty much it.
Used to be the way of this temple. How far have I fallen to forget?
So she can like see through everyone's eyes or something, and like forget their sin.
You can open your eyes now. Go on. I will share with you what I see. I will absolve you of your sins. Oh.
So you see, she tries to help you, and then like it doesn't really matter what you tell her to do here.
There are so many, too many. What are you?
But like she kind of sees the sins of like both myself and King Arthur, and that kind of drives her insane. And that's the real horror. So actually a pretty easy boss fight. we're just gonna speed this up a little bit. There we go. Like, I can actually, like, have my assassins pretty much beat her for me, like I said. She's not all that hard. There we go. So, she will give you the key to free the mage. He will basically just thank you for freeing him and some basic components. But if you go here you have the another key and actually her gear. And then you pretty much come to the fourth dweller over here. I first thought I had to fight her, but apparently not.
You're here. I felt your... Are you here as my savior? Or have you come to seek my mother's embrace? I am a mother. Yes. I have known a mother's joy. And I have endured a mother's sorrow. I carry the grief without a name. The kind that rends the heart and bleeds it dry. Year after year. Hour after hour. I have walked Avalon for centuries. Its soil watered with my tears. My arms empty of their sweetest burden. I came here seeking solace, hoping to staunch the loss before it consumed me. I called into the emptiness, desperate to reach what I had lost. But at first, I thought they had gone unheard. I was wrong. The woman here felt it all. My grief. They trembled before my sorrow. For the weirdness bound us all together. I became their image, and they became mine. Have I? Or have they? They prayed so fervently, and all their prayers fell on deaf ears. They sought answers to unjust suffering, but like children lost in the dark, they clung to the first voice they heard. And because that voice carried only agony, they believed themselves doomed. There is no path for a soul so utterly lost, but to descend in. You have already freed me. You restored the sight I shared with the tormented Rither, and returned my undying body, once bound to the fallen Percival. And my voice, I grew weary of it, so I gave it to Lorelia to speak on my... I lingered only because I wished to meet my savior. I had hoped, but no. As for the others, I fear they are too far gone. Farewell, stranger.
So that's pretty much how it ends. And she also gives you like a correct mirrored tablet. If you kind of see, I think that is the second one already. Don't we have another one here somewhere? Yeah, you see. So like that's probably for the main quests, but yeah, we're already doing them. And then I'm quickly gonna show you, like, you see this, my old gear. I don't have the thing. She actually gives you this as well. This and this. Like it gives some nice boost, but that's pretty much it. Like, increase max health by 3 per spiritual points. So that is really nice, and this increases max mana by 2 for each character level you have. So that is pretty nice too. So like a pretty nice thing, but like I I do believe there are better sets. You only have like a head and a body of this. But like I already said, that's pretty much just what I wanted to show you. So now we're gonna remove this one, and we're gonna continue with this one. So this is basically just right after we came from the mission. I just spent some time experimenting with stuff. I'm I'm not fully convinced about the particle armor though, just yet. Like even though it gives me pretty much the same mana shield, and it also gives me better armor, like the damage increase is only with dual blades, so that's pretty much only when I use my dual blades, not when I use my big sword. And you could say like, yeah, it's not too bad, then you just use the dual blades instead of that. But like, I tried to respec yesterday in like the one-handed tree, and it focuses a lot on attack speed and all, and I just need to be honest about it, like, it's, it didn't felt all that great. I'm not entirely sure why, but I don't know. May, Maybe I will try it again with like with all the things I have here, but it's still a little bit of build in progress. That being said, though, time to continue.
Huh. Another vessel of flesh wandering these damned lands. I sensed the stench of mortality upon you from miles away. Was it? Don't answer. All paths lead to eternal darkness. The wheel of suffering turns without purpose. You seek the crossroads, like all others before you, as if it would save you from what awaits beyond the veil. I am Baharit, a knight of the abyss. It's where the weak gather, desperately clinging to the illusion of hope, to their prisons of flesh. It does offer temporary shelter, one final respite before the eternal night. Your soul is marked by corruption. I can see the void growing within you. If you seek liberation from the chains of flesh, I can open the gateway. Your life has been nothing but a cosmic joke, but your death could become a sacrament. Just say the word. Yes, the void claims us all eventually. Excellent. Let blood be the key that opens the gate to a...
So let's so basically what this blade should do is basically it should both build fire, chill, poison and bleed. But like for some reason, I'm not really sure why that is, but for some reason like bleed on this blade doesn't seem to proc. Like it did work on my previous blade that I had on, and I tested it on a small weapon too. But for the rest, it doesn't seem to do much. Oh, we tried to drink it and like poof. Increase spell power. For the rest, let's quickly see here. Increase spell power for 10 seconds. Just consumable. Decrease dash time cost by 5. Increase movement speed multiplied by 10 when your stamina is below 75. Increases enemy stamina loss, yeah, attack speed by 25%. It's again a pretty like close to that armor set. Don't really like that. Deals more damage to staggered enemies. I'll have more chance to be critical blocking. Not too bad, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think it's a pretty hefty set. Oh yeah, it is. Wow. Well, for now we will just continue a little bit down the road and just put a little mark at the crossroad there. I wonder if that deer is also like bound to a quest or something. So here we pretty much have the quest going on. So that's why we came here to explore. So like you see, if you hit those, you see that it will tell you that they're immune to poison and bleed. So like technically it should like build up bleed. But like even on enemies that are non-resistant to bleed, I don't see it much. I don't see it happening. Like burn it builds up, but a little bit too slow for my taste. I did think about to like to maybe switch to one-handed anyway, but not focus on like attack speed, because pure attack speed, although that sounds very nice, it's not that great. But like I already said, like this armor set and this possible Neil build, they're still a work in progress. Like I do like the huge increase that you get from like from the armor set, but I also do like the healing that I get from my two-handers. Let's quickly see. Because like the healing that I get from this, you see, it heals you also a little bit, but not that much. It only heals you like after being hit, or like pretty much after killing an enemy. And like so long you kill enemies, or the hits that you receive are not too much, that is pretty well doable. But like the other side is also true. Like if you fight something that is like more um, powerful and the hits that you receive are heavier, or you don't kill enemies anymore all the time, then it's then the healing really feels limited. Um, so that's basically what I'm like thinking. I need to say in like search zones like this, I'm not always the best because like you see, this feels really small, but I haven't really seen or found anything that has something like, oh, this kind of looks like interesting, you know, like no. But we're basically locating Gert, who has gone missing. So like, I basically think that he like his body is probably like somewhere here. See, this is, oh, this can also still be maybe in the house over there. Although, would that reach that far? It's slightly out of the zone, but we can have, oh wait, a look.
Please, don't hurt me. I don't want to die. Yes, it's me. But look at me. I can't go back. It's the Red Death. I had to run. To keep the others safe. My poor, sweet Beatrice. I'll never know if she gave me a son or a daughter. But I'd never risk going back to Camelot. I'll hide out here, somewhere in this abandoned village. No one will ever find me, I swear.
Um, hmm. I mean, kind of means like to kind of kill him because he can indeed spread the disease, and that would be kind of bad. But on the other side, there's not really anyone here. Hmm. I'm like quickly looking it up. Mm-hmm. It doesn't really matter, but don't
I
go on.
don't want to die. I know I can't go back to Cunard or home, but I don't want to die before the All-Mother decides it's my time. Maybe when the sickness gets worse, I'll do it myself. But please, don't kill me.
Mm, yeah, I'm sorry, bro. You don't do it yourself.
If you attack me, you can't kill me. And I won't go down without a fight.
I'm pretty much immune. And this way I can still salvage gear. We will take a quick look down the house though. Maybe there is something. Change power bars you from entering. Look at that strange little thing. Good. My dexterity to 9. But like quickly showing like what you have in one hand on this, like you do have like the damage increase that is nice. That's for like consecutive attacks in 5 seconds. Will increase the damage. Critical hit chance. Having a free hand decreases the stamina cost of parrying by 50, but I don't really parry all that much. And then you have here, that is also kind of nice. Fighting with 2 weapons of the same time increases attack speed by 20. And then you have like the heavy attack. So you see it has a few things going for it, but like I'm not really sure yet what to combine it with, because like I could combine it with the stamina maybe, but like recovering from overextension, that could be nice. Like originally I tried to like pair it with like a little bit of stamina and then like attack speed as well. Like increases attack speed, increases attack speed for each hit that you do. You this time to change weapons, but I barely do that. You see, there is also like increased attack speed, but like having the increased attack speed, like I tried it, and like the thing is, it would have been nice if increased attack speed would have built up status ailment faster, but I felt that it doesn't really do that before you run out of stamina. And then I like try to do it with like critical hits too, like critical chance, and then like full restore stamina, and like especially this one is nice. Critical hits have 30% chance to apply bleed. Um, so like you do have a few things, but all be all not too much that I think like yeah this is kind of nice. Or maybe I can maybe I can go for a status build up with like bleed and burn. Um, that could be something. You know, we might do that. For now, we will just keep. We will keep pumping up the damage. It's just like I said. I just feel that like with like one-handers, your general sustain is just better. We haven't fueled it yet. I don't think I have anything to really put in my stash. Oh no, wait, no, I do. There we go. There we go. So we're gonna fast travel. We're gonna talk to the guy, and then maybe we might take a quick switch to dual swords. Takes a second to have everything loaded.
Ah,
There we go. Um,
spare a coin for the hungry.
Maybe I go more for like a dual blade slash magic setup. Um, I'm not entirely sure about it yet.
You do? What happened to him? So that's how it is. What a damned fate. Still, if you ask me, it's better than desertion. At least now I can give his wife a year's wages. He went out with honor, even if it wasn't the way he would have wanted. Shame about the lad. He was a good soldier. From what you've told me, he was honorable too. Chose to die rather than risk infecting the rest of us. He'll be missed. Here's your gold. His wife will be devastated, and his child's now an orphan. Damn it. I'd hoped he'd meet a better fate.
I'll await your return.
There we go. The thing is, if you let him live and you tell him that, then he like pressures you to kill him anyway. So like, you know, it's not that much better. It's like, yeah, well. No. It's here that we have to be. I mean, I think I will give it a try, like the dual blades slash maybe magic setup. See how that goes. But because the thing is, if you look at the armor set, like the bonus that you get from it is like pretty goddamn decent. It's like 10% here, 20 here. You see, you do like 50% more damage, and that is like if you just no wait, 50 and then here 10. You see that is like 60% more damage if you're dual wielding. That is not nothing just to get it. First things first.
Doing okay?
I'm doing pretty good, thanks. For now, we will pull out the relics from this sword. It's just like I feel that like the build-up from status ailments from a heavy sword, they just don't feel great. Quickly gonna take a little snapshot from our statuses so we can just allocate them right away. No inventory. There we go. 50 of them available. You barely would say. Don't then. Dexterity was at 7 already. Spirit was 15. Then, and this was at 4, I believe. I might just get this to 10 instead. Oh no, wait. I probably needed that 4 for something. Um, so let's quickly see. Normally, I think I need that 4 for my cape that I'm having. No. Oh well, what is it? It doesn't hurt to have some perception. And now we're gonna focus on just everything that increases or damage dealt. That is nice too. Fighting with two weapons of the same type increases attack speed by 20. We're gonna have that too because we're not using two different ones. The inflicted damage, decrease stamina by not. Change to stun. Not really interested in that though. Because we're not going for an attack speed build, we're going more for like a hard hitting build. So that's not really necessary either. That we might have. Critical hit chance, no. So I think we pretty much go for that. And then here in stamina, we take the max stamina, and taking that will full stamina, still stamina, no. Just kind of want this, just to have it after staggering an enemy restores 20 stamina, no. Let's just have that here as well. Attack speed, movement speed, we don't need anything here. We do need a lot of stuff here though. So that we already need. I'm thinking of I would go into the summoning or not. One thing I definitely need that is here, the critical hits. Although we're not really going for a crit build there. But it doesn't mean we cannot do it. Not really interested in that. No. 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 Critical chance, yeah. Mm. Incoming healing. Increase max health by 5. No. Let's quickly look into one-handed to see if there's nothing we need there. That could be something, but damage, more damage. That's good. Increased damage. Yeah, that's good. To quickly going over everything to see if I never missed. Yep, yep, yep. Attack speed, we're not going for that. Just to increase my health a little bit, which is always nice. Plus the increased mana is also nice. That could be nice, or actually healing. Because the healing is less from so let's take that. That. So let's go for like critical hits anyway, but no attack speed. And then no more damage, two more debuffs. Currently, we're mostly only building up fire. So we can either go for if an enemy is an active status, then it takes 10, 20%, 30% more damage eventually. Or we can focus on this that no. I think we go out for all damage for now. So that changes a few things though. First of all, you guys need to go switch places. I mean, actually what I would like eventually is maybe that that this carries like a burn build-up thing, and also when enemies are frozen, that they take more damage. And here that I maybe take an ice build-up, and then that, and then we can like get into multiple status effects too. Hmm. There's only this one thing that I'm wondering, like here you have like increased damage by 100% if the enemy is poisoned. Like I would kinda love to get poison on, but like I don't really know how effective that works. That is that is like the main thing that I have with it. Um, because then we could maybe go for like poison and fire instead. Could be something. Mm, or we go for critical. Um, no, you know what? Let's try to go for the poison ring. Maybe go for a critical one anyway. Like I'm just otherwise not really sure what I would put on it.
What a nice day.
And then what we would need to do is like on both blades we need to attach one poison. And I currently have them. So that should inflict poison. Um, and that should inflict poison too. And now it's time to also test that just to see of because if they're burning, they're still taking bonus damage from that one fire gem you have. Um,
Have some spare food.
this you can cook, I guess. Yes. Mm, do we need to make a fire or is there a resting bed here? No, there's a
The
resting
time
bed
just slipped
here.
past me.
Nice. We're just gonna rest 2 days and a little bit to respawn the enemy. Oops. Because like here you have this little toad enemy, And like compared to other enemies, this one at least takes a little bit of a beating. Although I think it's not really, it's actually the bleed build-up is kind of nice though. Uh, but that's kind of what I miss a little bit. I miss test dummies because like the what is it? You do have like the Red Dead infected that take quite a bit of a beating, but the problem with this is like although they take a little bit of beating, they also are immune to bleed and poison. So it's like I kind of have a test dummy on them, but they're immune to what I wanna test on them. It's like ugh. Mm. I don't know. I think I would wait to spending those. I just feel that there are not really effects that have something like oh I really want this blocking potions the attacker. I think I actually have that. It's a nice shield though anyway. Let's take this little road first. Wait. Oh, there's the blue ring. I think it's this thing. Yeah. This probably goes all the way here. But we'll see. We will follow it for a little bit. See where we go. They're like gringles, but like gringles together with together with like drowners. Ah, maybe a test dummy. Are they immune to fire, or is it just... Because they don't seem immune to fire, but like... For some reason, fire doesn't seem to build up all that great anymore. Like, I don't know what it is, but I feel that there's like somewhat of a... Oh man, I hate bears at times. There. Like, like that's the thing that I don't get, you know, like, um, okay, we only have one burn build-up, so maybe it's that. Um, I'm curious if I put my other burn build-up on this blade, of fire will proc more easier again, or not at all. Um, you know, for now, what I'm gonna do. Is it a charged version has a mana cost of 70? Yeah, I can make that to do cast those things. Quickly gonna save it though. There we go. Nice. It's just because that one ring does like. And also, where's the poison buildup? Like, you you're not gonna tell me that a bear is like immune to poison buildup? You you see, but it's like those small things that I sometimes mean. Like sometimes status builds up, they feel, I don't know, they feel weird. And like the thing is, humans are the best test dummies, but the humans from Act One, they're kind of like that way. I can just pretty much kill them like that. You see that's what I mean. Like this is not a test dummy. You basically did one shot it. And I'm not gonna say that like that is something small, but that is something that I really miss. I really miss like a few beefy enemies that can take a beating that I can test stuff out on. You know, a little bit like the front gate in Elden Ring, where you have like a bunch of humans, you have a stronger knight, you have like a giant there. You know, you have pretty much everything to like test out your new weapon, test out a new spell. And come back here, come on. Am I? No. So sometimes I think that I like discovered something, and then it's like, oh, you didn't really discover anything. You just are standing on top of the little lizards. I mean, I need to say, dual blades are satisfying, and like I definitely do like a shit ton of damage. This kind of feels like something important. No discoveries on that whole piece. Okay. New iron gates. Is there something to see at the iron gates? You see that This is like a little bit a good example of like what I mean between the world, like this world and the world of Skyrim is like we we, we found this like giant castle, but it's pretty empty, you know, like there's not much going on. And I have a bad idea. I just have a bad idea for the simple reason that like, you know,
Oi! Stop where you are!
Well, well.
I won't pay the
So,
fine. This is not something you wanna do though, eh? So that's like 2 hits and he has burn. So burn build-up seems to work, but I think that um, having the other burn gem might actually be better. It's just nice to see that burn does build up. But of course I didn't want to kill those guys. That's why I saved it beforehand. But I still think I don't know, I just feel that like potion doesn't do it, so I might as well just go for like my critical rings. Might as well just go for my goddamn critical rings, and then on that I put fire and fire damage. So we will keep playing until we find our next fast travel point that we can come back to real fast. And now see, oh, there is a little something here, or nothing at all. I'm also debating if I would do the DLC before Act 3 or after. But I think I might do it before. Otherwise, if I find some cool stuff in the DLC, then I have nothing left to test it on. Good. So what's this here? First man. What is that for? What is that for a quest? Oh yeah, that's the grotto thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you know, let's go here, see what we all discover here. Maybe loop around like that, and then do the grotto. We will see. Anything that looks a little interesting like that thing over here, we're quickly gonna have a look at. I still need to find some druid shrines here as well. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I think like melee is like one of the hardest builds you can build. I mean, I just feel that like even though, for example, archery is a little bit slow in the beginning, I just feel that archery is pretty straightforward once you get going, you know? do have an enemy here. I'm at least happy to see bleed build up from time to time. But like I already said, like bleed build up is pure based on your critical. I had like an unknown call again, like from an unknown number. I'm telling you, like lately they're so in, huh? Like from time to time you get like an unknown number, and sometimes they even leave a message on your voicemail. Of course, that's all fake, yeah. But like, I would swear that I saw something there, something like I wanna explore that. I wanna take a look at that. Um, I think there was a question mark somewhere, but oh yeah, wait, there it is. Cave hideout. We still have pretty much we have a lot of space left, so it's fine. So I guess we pop out there eventually. Definitely put my fire back because like it just feels kind of necessary. Also because I have that increased damage that I deal when they have status effects, and like I felt like with the other fire gem, I procced fire pretty easily, and now it seems to take like fucking forever. And and that is like a little bit the thing, eh? Because you sometimes do so much damage, it's like you wanna build up fire, but by the time it builds up, if it is not fast, then they're already dead. Wait, isn't okay? Let's go back. There must be something that I missed, right? Like, or is it just like a cave? You beat some enemies and done. I mean, what about that little space over there? So here we did fight you. Then you go up here. So is this the little space that we saw? Could be the little space, but then there's nothing here. What? Just a little camping site then. I don't know, that feels very, very disappointing. Yeah, okay. Just a little cave with pretty much nothing in it. You see that is something that I find like that that is something that you don't really have in Skyrim. Is like in Skyrim you have like a shit ton of caves. You have like little villages, little stuffs, but like in most of them, there's always something to find. You know, I'm not gonna say you're always gonna be happy to like what you find. Maybe sometimes you might find something you think like, man, this feels like a little useless. Bleed builds up very nicely though. The critical hits they seem to work. I think it's also because you use two weapons. So like if if every weapon that you do have um has a I believe a 30% chance to inflict bleed, then you basically have a 60% chance in total because you use two weapons. If that is how it works, if it is like 30 for each weapon, or that is 30 over the two weapons, then it's like 15%. I was hoping for a little bit of a fast travel point here. I just wanna like put that additional fire buildup in my blades, so they kind of do what they have to do. But like I I hope they don't get discouraged. I really hope that they maybe make a second game of Tainted Grail, or maybe something that's similar to it. I just hope that they like, and of course it's a small studio, but like I still hope that they fix a little bit of the pain points. Like you see, we have this whole field, and like so far, not really did discover anything new except some castle ruins. And like don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that like the world has to be filled and you have to like find something every 5 feet, but like just like a little bit, just like kind of funny there, like somewhat resistance to fire. Oh, the Wicker Man, is that where they did burn the roots? I think it might be. I did hear something like that before. I mean, it had to be somewhere. Eh? In the beginning, like weird ash or whatever it's called again, it's like a little hard to get. But now, by defeating them, we're stacking it, and not even a little bit. I feel that like somehow we can actually need that for to reduce my armor's weight. I mean, medium feels fine, but like heavy is too heavy. Fire resistance. That's why it doesn't build up very nicely. I just wanted to test it real quick. There has to be something to find here besides word spams. Like I said, for my gave you. Oh, that's the shield. Didn't we find another shield thing? I think we did. I think this is like the second one. But normally that is marked on the map too, eh? No, this one isn't. So like, if it actually was not night, you would find pretty much nothing here. Besides the seems like some invisible wall there. Let's quickly make a note though, eh? Druids. Site at the Wickerman. So here we drop down. We can always teleport out of here if we really have to. I quickly just want to see what's maybe here, but I mean the road side we found is kind of nice, but I'm a little bit disappointed. Um, good. We're gonna make a fire. We're gonna teleport out of here. Did we have anything to stash? Yeah, the shields. And that's basically it. Thing to identify, we don't. So we're gonna fast travel back to here. And we're gonna make a few changes because like I don't really feel that potion does too much. But like it's weird, some of those status ailment build ups. Like I feel that building like building fire with those things, I feel that is pretty good because the Infernal Blade has also some flaming sword that deals a portion of its damage as fire. So you see, it has like fire built in to it. So like, if you do this with fire and that with fire, I feel that it's really helpful. And like for example, we have the one great sword that builds up bleed. Like there, the crimson shard that builds up bleed, that works too as well because normally you build up one bleed, but if you put the crimson shard on it, you do 2 bleed a hit. So there, like bleed works very nicely. But then like, if you put it on another weapon, it's like, where is my bleed? Where is that thing? Shouldn't it be like working? Shouldn't it be like doing something? I have the wrong one. Flicked burn. Burn and burn. Yeah, okay. that that like, just to quickly showcase that, like, this builds up bleed, but like, if you then would use it on an enemy, it like doesn't build up bleed. So quickly just gonna remove this one. And we simply gonna hit. There has to be someone here. I mean, it doesn't even matter who it is. Just the first person that we come across. Okay, they're all in bed. Time to wake up, guys. So, just to showcase you. You see, now it kind of builds up bleed, but not like enough. You see, and now also like, for some reason, even having just this thing, it builds up fire damage. But like, before I had this one, and I had the ice sword that also had a fire buildup, and for some reason, fire buildup didn't seem to proc. So like, it just feels like somehow that like, for some reason, that if you have like more than 2 builds up on a weapon, it just completely it just completely goes no. And yeah, I'm not really sure why that I'm not really sure why that is. There we go. Now we have even more damage when they're burning. Like we're gonna try it on the same toad enemy from before, just because that's the only one that takes somewhat of a beating. We're just gonna save it here so I can reload it and then teleport out into the field again. So like remember now we have only two status effects, that is burn and frozen instead of burn, frozen, and potion.
Have some spare food and
And what is the NPCs are they're not the best test dummies because they catch status ailments like real quickly. Didn't it respawn yet? No. That's fine. We will just rest here for pretty much a day. Are they back now? No. Another campfire and rest another day. Most enemies, most things, they respawn in 2 days. For some reason, this one doesn't. Okay, one more day, come on. Okay, whatever. I guess we need to get lucky and find ourselves another test dummy. I mean, I just want to see if fire builds up that more quickly, and like if it does, then I'm really wondering like why that is. Then I'm really wondering like. I mean, the thing is, what is I do not expect to like to deal to build up like what is it? I don't expect to build up 3 or 4 status effects in like 3 or 4 hits, but like I I I, I at least want to see some progress, you know, and especially like take for example fire. Like both blades did build up potion, both blades did deal or build up fire, and I just feel that it wasn't happening. I just feel that it wasn't happening whatsoever. And like I already said, that is pretty much the only thing that I can think of is like if you build up like more than 3 status effects with the same weapons, then somehow it's not working. Somehow it's not accepting that. So let's test it on those. So I think they're somewhat fire immune. And the weird thing is, I feel that I did more damage with the poison buildup. Or maybe they're stronger because they're also like purple, normally they're blue. I think it's that. I think it's just like a stronger version or so. Because like I said, normally they're blue and they also drop for like almost 30 cobweb. Normally that is like 10 to 15. So I think they're just stronger here. It's probably they. That's probably why they did despawn. Weren't we? Wasn't that around here? I think it was. But like, I'm not gonna lie, like this part of the map, it just feels too empty, bro. Like obviously that you just like put out a few elite enemies or something, but like that felt a little bit too empty. Fast tower points. That is a very welcome sight.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, that's already to the next zone. So this part is basically set off.
But it's mine, and it's still here. We'll need to find it before we press on.
It is your shield, bro. Like let's just be honest. Like you did. Everyone say it. Like your shield is here. Like do not. Don't start to be funny. Ooh. Oh. I was kind of expecting that we would die here. Now we face a little other problem though, that is we need to find somewhere, you know? We need to find a little piece of land in order to get back. Also, if there's so much water here, I find it really strange that that is not marked on the map. I mean, yes, I know we're basically on an island, but still. You know what? I'm just gonna um yeah, let's loot the game here. So what do we have left? Pretty much, it's almost only the guy over here. The rest is all done. This we pretty much explored. There was not much there left anymore. So that leaves us with this guy. But that's what I said earlier. Like, I really hope that they do make a second game, or like, or maybe a new game that is just like this. Because I really think that it's good, but there are definitely a few pain points that I hope that they definitely adjust in their future games. And one of those is really the empty feeling that you sometimes have in the cities outside of like questing and stuff.
You've really caused a stir around here. You appear out of no. Firstly, because now. Secondly,
This we already heard.
And before you
He's
ask
mad
why
that we
it's dangerous,
reignited
take a look
the
around
statue.
town. The recent Red Death. But you should. That's the assumption I. You can go tell Murig that your presence doesn't change anything about our deal, and that you are unwilling to help with his endeavors, whatever they may be. And if he doesn't listen, play along, but come back to me when you learn what he has planned. Isn't it obvious? For the safety of all the residents of Avalon. Only by gathering the Meniers in one place and reigniting them will we be able to keep ourselves safe from the weirdness. Avalon's population has significantly declined over recent years. We're on the brink of extinction, damn it. That's why we need to stick together, to take care of each other. Only Camelot possesses the necessary infrastructure to establish the right conditions for its people. If they remain here, they will die, either from the weirdness itself or from the horde of monsters it spawns. And there aren't enough soldiers here for their protection. You must know that I didn't come here just to obey orders. I truly believe that this is the only way to save every... Then at the very least, we'll have bought some time for those wiser than us to think of an alternative solution. Perhaps we will invade Tuathan, like in the glorious old days. Or perhaps someone will find a way to free the derelict fleet, allowing us return to the homelands. I don't know. But there's one thing I'm certain of, and I'll repeat it as often as necessary. Only by scattering our people across the island is the worst solution. Murig, who apparently prefers to be called Maggot, is a druid, even though he may not look the part. And druids are the only ones who know the rituals necessary to ignite the Meniers. Due to bad luck, or more accurately, the decisions of my superiors. Our options for druids are... That's why I'm forced to work with Murig, and Prophet be my witness. Neither of us is happy about that. But I'm no fool. I know that what happened in front of the Menhir might make Murig consider double-crossing us. He'll try to find a way to reignite the Menhir so that it could stay in Kunok, despite our... So, if you ever find out what he's planning, if he ever asks you to fetch something for his ritual, you make sure you come to me first.
You want me to come to you, even though, like, you people did pretty much burn them all to the ground?
Oh, yes. This again. You can tell her that if this matter is raised one more time, she will owe restitution to Camelot for each life lost to the Red Death in the region. That's my final word on this matter. If only it were just one. Sorry. You're talking about the poor man in hospital, right? He's a scout. We've been preparing to evacuate the residents, and I sent him out a while back to make sure the route to Camelot was safe and clear. Looks like he tried to take a shortcut through the waterworks. That's where they found him, babbling and talking nonsense. The weirdness must have caught him. Pray to the All-Mother. Although, truth be told, although I've seen plenty fall victim to the weirdness, I've yet to see any divine intervention from our goddess. But you could help me. You look like someone who's seen a fair bit of Avalon and isn't afraid to travel alone. I could use someone like that to finish the job my scout couldn't complete. Of course, you'd be properly compensated.
Now we're talking.
Take the road to Camelot, all the way to the Iron Gate, and report back on whether it's clear. Handle any smaller threats yourself, and tell me about any larger ones. The sooner the better. Think you can manage that? Great. Head out then. No need to write a report. Just come see me when you're back. Who told you that? The Dalriata? I've never paid a single gold coin to any Dalriata for deserters. Not e- However, there is some truth to what you've heard. You see, it's hard to keep the men's morale up in these. Still, this is the military. Desertion is unacceptable and will always be punishable by death. Camelot especially. So if you do take care of the deserters, you can be sure you'll be rewarded. Asgard will pay out bounties for each and every scalp you manage. Anything else? Me? There's not much I can do. But if someone were willing to handle them, as long as they stop being a threat to my men and the people here, they'd have my thanks. But all this should stay between. Excellent. If you... I'll await your return.
Okay, so all that we have now. What is this? Well, that's probably the... the innkeeper. I kind of was hoping that they would, like, open the inn, but I can get it why they don't do it. Just a little bit annoying that, like, now you don't have space to stash.
I've worked there since I was strong enough to lift a tankard full of ale. It's been in my family for 4. I'd hoped to leave it to one of my sons, but Camelot took them too. And all I can do now is pray they... Hey, too bad you'll never taste my ale, best in the land. And I don't say that lightly. it wouldn't be the same. The secret to good ale isn't just the recipe, it's the ingredients. It needs Connacht water, Connacht soil. Without that, it's just the same slop they sell everywhere else.
Okay, let's quickly save it because I feel that we might have a decision. Like, be like, oh yeah, you can open it
And
or not.
what did he say? That bastard dares to threaten me after shutting down my business. Now he'll fine me for each victim as if I caused the plague. Those Camalocian thugs come here, throw their weight around, and threaten us when we ask for what's rightfully ours. Fine. Tell Yvain I'll stop asking. But remember, today it's me, tomorrow.
Mm. Let's quickly see. Where is this? Cannot be here, right? It's all the way there, forging apart. Mm. We have enough weirdness. Just gonna fuel it, fast travel around. The funny thing is though, like I barely used my horse. Like I think that's because like running here doesn't consume any stamina and your running speed is not all too bad either. Like I just don't see any reason to. Plus, horse riding feels a little bit weird here though. In all honesty.
There are rocks everywhere. Can't you see? Where'd they come from? Must have been those Doriata bastards. They came here and buried... Who else? You think all these rocks fell on their own? Well, I guess they could have. But I have a feeling the Doriata helped them... How should I know? It'll be ready when it's ready. You'll just have to wait. That's all. What can we do? I've got to wait for Camelot to send more help. But if you want it done quicker, why don't you lend a hand clearing... Go back home and wait.
Yeah, it is pretty much clear. We did run through this before. I think that's a magic guy, but our magic is at 100 already. I do see a little bridge thing here though, so like. Just some rocks. Where's that? As to meet maggots. Do we have other quests? I see no evil here. I will try to not kill him, but, or kill them, but we will see. If it is necessary, we will kill them. Let's just hope it's not necessary.
And? How do you like it here? Why did you have to go and ask, huh? Now our business is ruined. Of course we didn't go directly to him, you idiot. We're not stupid enough to approach a Camelot legate in the middle of an occupied village. We're Dalrita.
Moron.
We had contacts. It was an ideal setup. But now it's all going to fall apart. Because you couldn't keep your mouth shut. Eh? Ah, so you've met Emery. It's all talk. Don't worry about it.
Do we fight now?
Be quiet. I don't know yet. You wouldn't be asking if you didn't think there was... Well, you don't say anything to anyone, and we won't kill you. We might even let you in on a share of the goods that we happen to collect during this noble work. So, what's it going to be? Gold or a fight? Ha! That's exact. See? I told you all was not. Come back in a few days. There might be more waiting for you. Speak up or get... Good.
Don't bother.
So, like, of course we're gonna take the gold, but just gonna kill them real quick to see what they drop. Nothing really good. And you don't really drop anything good either, so the deal is the obvious better way to do it. They might give me some gold, maybe a few items. We cannot do that yet. Here we have nothing. So then we basically have to go meet with the guy over there. We will be returning here after a while. Let's take this one. I think that one is slightly closer. I do miss casting spells, but like the amount of new spells, they just felt a little bit slacking, you know, like it took a little bit forever. But maybe he might have some new magic spells. That would be nice. How is this house? I've been here before.
So,
You finally arrived. Or is it the two of you?
The two of us.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Call me Maggot. I don't like that other name Denholm and his men insist on using. I don't know, and that bothers me. But I sense something lurking inside you. All I'm sure of is that you've been exposed to vast quantities of the weirdness and survived. And that's rare. Let's say I have certain...
A shop. Nice. So what do you all sell? Enemy dice nearby. I'm gonna buy that for a magic bolt. Increase my 2. I'll buy all that. I think we already had that. We have that. Summon battle mage or something. Yeah, nice. Word move glows. Spells deal 15 bonus damage or 2 seconds after landing a critical hit. Increase magic critical chance. Increase critical damage. Not too bad. Increase casting speed by 50%. Spell deal bonus damage. Increase max mana by 10. Spell deal bonus damage. Increase max mana by 20. Increase casting speed by... Not too bad. Weight bounce. New spell. Yes. Mental. Increase critical damage by 5. Spells do every... With spells increases bonus damage by 2 up to 10. Increase magic critical chance. Increase... it's pretty... I mean, you do have quite some good armor sets. Although this... Oh wait, it gives armor. Never mind. Let's say that I would buy that. On how much are we looking? 1,000, 2,500, 3,800, 4, small 7K, something like that. Yeah.
So you've stumbled upon old Ethelric's obsession, have you? That fool wanted to escape from the sins of his past. But you can't really outrun them, can you? He chased immortality like a moth to a flame, wings already singed. Sold his land, his wealth, everything, just to feed a cabal of charlatans who promised him eternity in a cage of steel. I warned him, told him it was madness, but he wouldn't listen. Said it was the only way to outwit. And now look at him, trapped, screaming. I think I do. As simple, really. If a soul can feel pain, you just drown it in agony until it snaps, like the neck of a hanged man. Too much torment, and it'll claw its way out. How you manage that? Well. Yes, the Menhir. It responded to your presence. It reacted to you. It means big changes are coming to our small Kunacht. Do you know why all those Camelot troops are here? That's right. Unfortunately, they believe that by gathering all the dying Menhirs and placing them around Camelot, they'll stand a fighting chance against the oncoming weirdness. But they don't know, or they don't want people to know, that a Menhir is nothing but a piece of rock, unless it has been ignited by a special ritual. And if they were ignited once, they can be rekindled again. You... No, I want you to prevent Camelot from taking the Menhir. I'm too old to play a hero, but I can help you become one if you care about things. And I, for once, would like to stop. And you got where you are in life by always listening to what people in power tell you? It's your choice, of course, but it won't hurt to listen to what I have in mind before you make your decision. That's the problem, you see. The moment the Menhir reacted to you, I felt something. As if a piece of my brain was trying to tell me something, but I couldn't quite reach it. I suddenly remembered about the Menhir rites, the ritual I told you about, and that there were 2 scrolls that contained it. But where are they? How do I even know that? That's lost on me.
We already have them.
So, it looks like we'd have to take a little trip into the recesses of my memory. Literally.
No, I can literally just give them to you.
Well, not literally. As entertaining as that sounds, you won't be dissecting me. I'm talking about a journey into the subconscious, not an anatomy lesson. Just a bit of mushroom potion and poof, you're on your way. Safest option we've got, relatively speaking. Of course. Either way, we'd have to prepare a proper potion. So if you're used to thinking while on a walk, then in case you want to go along with my idea...
Let's first save it. Let's first see a few things there. So what does this do? Limits gravity for 3 seconds, slowing it down. Slow down this. So I guess it just slows down enemies. It's not the best test dummies, but I think the skull kits are pretty much the only thing we have. So indeed, they're like really slow. How this actually makes a slow zone. Interesting. And then we have this one left. Oh, they actually steal mana. Just like a battle mage, like we have. Let's quickly thin out some enemies. Like, well. So they do shoot fireballs, but they seem very weak. Not really convinced about it. Either way. Quickly want to see how that armor looks. I do like the look though. The look is nice. I need to say sometimes I do miss it spellcasting, but like I already said, like spellcasting became a little stale because like most spells I have already since pretty much chapter 1, and I haven't really found all that much new spells. But good quests. That we need to find the scrolls, but we haven't found it yet. Yeah, that was clear. Those things, they can go, you can go, you can go. Let's give it a... Oh, there is actually a stash here. Never mind.
Help her soul out on you.
That's not good. I was hoping we could start the evacuation soon. Now all I can do is keep sending reminder letters to Camelot. Again. And knowing how things go, those letters will probably get stuck at the gate anyway, because those geniuses won't figure out how to get them through. Anyway, thank you. Here's your payment. I'll await your return.
Listen, I've got something I need your help with. Something off the record. This bounty came down from command. A fat reward for the head of a bandit stirring up trouble in Kunacht. But there's a catch. The bandit's name is Tom. He's an old friend. Someone I ran with when I was younger, before I joined the army. Hell, before I had any sense. They don't know about my past. If Denham gets wind of it, I'll be court-martialed. Or worse. And I can't turn Tom in. Not after everything we've been through. I need you to find Tom. Talk to him. Convince him to leave Kunacht before the bounty hunters catch his scent. If he stays, it's a death sentence for both of us. I don't, but I can't go myself. Denham's men are watching my every move. If I disappear for even a day, they'll start asking questions. You're my only option. Listen, Tom and I, we've seen things together. Done things I'd rather forget. He was like a brother to me once. I owe him this much. Will you do it? Good. Here, this should help you find him. And thank you. Any news about our mutual friend? Damn it! The longer this drags on, the... You'd better move. I should have handled this myself.
Excellent. Here's your gold. I'll await.
If yes, the chance that I kill him is pretty big. If no, then he might run off. He can also run off if he like leaves his gear with me, then fine, but I don't think he will do that. I don't think there's an option to be like, yeah, if you go pretty much naked running there, then I will act like I didn't see you. Aha. Lucky. Let's save it here for a moment. Maybe it's in that cave that we found earlier that was empty. I think I might be spot on about that assumption. Yep. So yeah, this should be going smoothly. The beasts are already killed. Or they must respawn, but I don't think so. No. He seems to have basic gear.
I was wondering when someone would come knocking. You don't look like the bounty hunting type, though. So tell me, did Asgard... Well, I'll give you this. You got guts, but you've got to work for that coin.
Let's first see what he has on him. Then there's it's your warbow. Hunt escape. Let's look at that hunt escape and not for my playthrough, but for my archer, I definitely kill the guy. Mm. Hmm. He doesn't seem to have any special stuff. I mean that cape is nice, but not for not for this character.
Well, should have known. That old fool always did have a soft spot for lost causes. So, what now? Disappear, huh? That's what I've been doing my whole life. Hiding, running, scraping by. I don't owe him anything, you know? But maybe I owe myself one last chance to get out of this mess alive. All right, I'll go. Not for Asgo, not for you, because I'm too damn stubborn to let the world bury me just yet. Tell him something for me. Tell him this. The boy with the slingshot grew up. But some things never change. He'll understand.
Okay, that's that. I need to say though that the cape is quite nice in that regard. That like it's like the first item that I see that actually did make sneaking easier. Because there's nothing in the skill tree that makes sneaking easier. There is almost nothing on armor or weapons that makes sneaking easier. Like that is pretty much the first thing that I ever saw that actually increases the sneak window. I'm also quickly gonna check on that man here there, like to actually see what you can or can't do there.
Any news? You actually did it. Thank you. Tom's a stubborn bastard. I wasn't sure he'd listen. But you've saved his life. And probably mine, too. I owe you for that. More than I can say. That damn slingshot. He's not wrong. Some things never change. Not for him, not for me. You did what I couldn't. Whatever happens now, that's on me.
Mm-hmm. Raspberry, I find luminous silver dust. I'm not really sure I ever saw that. Yeah.
If I just stay put, everything will be okay. Have some spare food, a coin?
Let's quickly see a few things. First of all, what can we actually do here? I wonder. Oh, that's actually the shield is just here, bro. Okay.
This is my shield, but there's no part of my soul inside. We need to look somewhere else. But I can feel the missing part. Close. Maybe it's the men here. Maybe it needs something from us.
The tablets probably. So this is basically a replica, bro. Wow. And then I think we're pretty much at the main quest. Like, we have a few things here left, but most of them I cannot really do just yet. So let's see if we have 3 raspberries and whatever that silver thing is. I actually have no idea what that... What? Raspberries I have for certain. The other thing I'm not sure about. Luminous silver dust. Let's see. First of all, let's get the raspberries. And now silver dust. Yeah, indeed, like I don't have that, so like I will need to go and find that. But let's quickly see. It's first time for lunch. Getting hungry, so we will continue this later. Then we will figure out what silver dust is and where to find it. And also, I don't know, maybe go back to a spellcaster build. I'm not sure about it yet. Like, I have quite a few nice spellcaster armor sets. Would be a pity to like never use them. But more of that in the next one. So we'll quickly save it here, and that's gonna be it.